Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all honors and praises and glory belongs to Yahweh by Sham Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Mahava Kwadash. Name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. Son's name is Yahweh Shai, and who I reverence. Honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit and to the hopeful elect across the globe and to the few, very few, brothers and sisters that are listening and also learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days, because we are living in the last days. Right, it's a very exciting time. A lot of things are happening, but it's a very exciting time. This is going to be a quickie because I'm running out of battery. The first thing I want to start off on is John 8:32. Right? This is John 8:32, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free, make you free. So, knowing Yahweh Shai, that means you know the truth. Once you know the truth, you literally know the truth of everything you see around you. That veil gets removed from your eyes. So knowing that, right? And you basically, this topic is going to be based on illusionaries. But I want to talk about the first thing, because a lot of people are saying, I never knew people took this masonry thing so seriously. They take it serious. They take this so seriously. I done a lesson a few days back on masonry, right? And how it works and how it operates. Now, you got people talking about, I'm not going to go into detail, principles. It's just principles. Bro, you could talk about principles, but if you don't believe in the Messiah, Yahweh Shai, you don't have principles. So what principles are you following? Don't talk to me about principles. Because people want to say, oh, it's just the principles to it. Well, what principles? What principles? Drinking blood, you call that principles? Eating all types of manner of food, what principle is that? You can't even look after your health, but you're talking about principles. The principles are in the scriptures, don't you get it? That's where all the principles are. They're in the scriptures. And if you're not following the scriptures, then you're living by the principles of Satan. That's why you got to get out of occultism. And I've done a lesson on this already. Yeah, bro, I've said it straight away. Yeah, you're supposed to break generational curses because you don't want to live, excuse my language, fucked up like other people did. You don't want to live the same way they did, because when you look at certain people, yeah, they raise you up. The scripture says, honor your mother, your father and all that. But when you look at how certain people, they were raised up and you see their habits, that comes back to a generational curse and something that wasn't done. So yeah, you break that. And the whole thing of contracts, one say, oh, you can't break a contract. Oh, yes, you can. You can break a contract that's been made with demons. You break that. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be in agreement with it. And you're talking about principles. You don't have any principles. I don't know what they've told you. I don't know who taught you that. Oh, he's broken the contract a couple days ago. Bro, the Lord's going to reveal everything. He's going to reveal every single detail of everything. Right? What does contract mean? A contract means you shrink, right? So when you're buying to a contract, you shrink them. You're bound to it. Right? Now, even with contracts, what do you do with a contract? You fulfill your contract first, right? When you get to leave that job. Okay? Even with any type of contract, what do you have to do? Record label, any type of contracts, engineering, you have to fulfill that contract, then you can leave. So it's the same thing with Yahweh Shai. But you just have certain people, they're so demonic, right? They want to make money off you, right? They want to try and make money of someone's demise, but it's not going to happen. You better look for that life insurance somewhere else, right? Because this is what's going on. You have trafficking. Because, again, I'm going to say this. It's big business, right? Trafficking is big business, massive business, right? And blood transfusions and all that. But again, even with trafficking, guess what you do with trafficking? Really, it shouldn't be happening anyway, but you have to ask that person's permission. That person that you're trafficking, there's permission. You don't just traffic someone, right? So this system's completely gone. And there's such a thing called kingdom spouses, spouse, contract to a spouse. Bro, I don't have any agreement with any spouse. I don't have any kingdom demonic spouses. That's why I divorced that Jezebel spirit, right? I'm not in agreement. I don't have no spouse. I'm not married to Satan. You may be. Now we're going to let these scriptures come out. I had to just throw that out there. Because you just got certain people, they're just not right. And like the scripture says, you honor your mother, your father, but it's just certain people within your family, they're part of the occult. And what's the occult? It's Satanism. And it's not based on godly principles. It's not based on that, right? The same people that are saying these things, they're doing the most wickedness. Don't tell me about principles, because you don't have integrity. You will sell out for money. Talk about principles, right? So now I want to go into the thing of illusions, right? Even today, man, bro, you know how much money, bro, that's a lot of funding. Bro, I'm getting that special, man, that treatment. It's entertainment. You know what? It's that celebrity treatment, and I don't even want it. You know how much they spent on me just today? You know how much they spent? Oh man, bro, I don't want to go into all the ins and outs, but man, I am telling you. So let's go to that word illusion. And when I looked it up, it said mockery, derision. So part of an illusion is also mockery. So why would mockery be put in with illusion? Because people can mock you to make you think that there's something wrong with you. So that's part of an illusion. Are you okay? Are you all right? Are you feeling well? Hey, bro, it's just... And derision. Come on now. Deceptive appearance. So there's particular appearance as well. People can... Satan manipulates his appearance. You know he can do that, right? All right, bear me just a minute. I can let the scriptures come out. Bro, no amount of persuasion skills are going to fool the elect. You can have persuasion skills from night to morning. You ain't going to deceive the elect. You could be a top level psychologist. You're not going to deceive the elect. You could send this person, that person around me. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm getting an extra special treatment. Where the buses have to change lanes. You have to stop the traffic. You know, they have to get everything ready. Bro, I'm telling you. Just for me. Am I that important? Well, hold on a minute. I thought I was useless. You have to do all that just for me. Wow. Wow. And we're going to bring out the scriptures. Let me tell you this. You do know when I'm traveling, right? Once you've done your video, people are running to and fro to set up circumstances because they need you there. They need you to see it. They need you there and they need you to see it. So basically, say you're going on a journey, bus, train, whatever. You have people that want to change the scenarios, your environment, and have people set up around you. Bro, that's called theatre. It's not real. It's presented to you as real. That's not real. Because if it was real, you wouldn't need to do that. That's called deception. So when I'm looking at these things, it's like, I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit tiring because I can see it and I get fed up. But it's, oh shit, I never knew I was that important. Like, bro, all just for me. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 11 and 14. Who's behind all this? I know it's handlers, but who's behind it all? Who's the main man behind it all? There's someone pulling this. There's a shot caller. They call them shot callers. It's someone calling the shots behind the scenes to orchestrate all that. To orchestrate all of that. And put all that together in the right place, in the right time. And that's why when you're in unorthodox, you move unorthodox, they start to panic. You start seeing it. They start panicking. They get on their phone, start panicking. I always say it's systematic. And who's the god of this world? Satan. That's the principles they're following. You ever wonder why you're outcasted, you're somewhat outcasted from society? Because you're not following what they're doing. It's systematic. All you got to do is see what's going on. It's not personal to them. It's just business. It's just another day. of business, right? You know the, bro, that's just business to them. That's the principles they're talking about, right? I understand the game, but this ain't the game. This is when you're dealing with the scriptures. This is not a game, and this is what these people gonna find out. So when we go to this word illusionist, it talked about derision. It talked about deception, deceptive appearance. So people also will try to change their appearance, or they have people placed in a certain location. Bro, today I caught on to every single detail, but I'm not catching on to the detail where I'm falling for it. I see the theatre for what the theatre is. It's theatre. It's not real. So that means that's not reality. That's a false reality that one is presenting before you. It's called magic. That's what it's called. And it says, Baba Kishar, check this out. Right? And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. And I just want to throw this out there. A lot of these people as well, when you see how they're dressed, I'm clocking onto a lot of things now. A lot of them look like New Agers. Bro, I'm bumping into all types of people that have all types of wicked familiar spirits upon them. They can repent from it. But when I'm looking at these people, their dress codes, what they're wearing, because remember they recognize each other with symbols. They love that symbology stuff. They love it. They love the shirts that when they don't need to speak, they symbolize everything to each other. Right? They have their own codes. So I'm looking at a lot of these people, and a lot of them are New Agers as well, when you actually look how they dress and everything. So they'd be considered, they know certain things, but they're not the real deal. Right? No marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Right? So he can manipulate his appearance to deceive. So that's what Satan does. Right? Bro, some of these, look, you have people that look like the most nicest people upon earth, but they're some of the top Satanists. You know, when people say, oh, what, you know, he's got a business suit on, they're some of the most cunning individuals. The people that have business suits on. Right? So we went to that Baba Kishar. So that's that manipulation. And you've got to be able to see it and catch on to it. Right? And yes, again today, what did another thing I clock onto? Them Nigerians, them West Africans, right? There's a lot of things I'm clocking onto, right? A lot of things I'm clocking onto, right? Because there's a network that's going on, right? They're watching you. They're trying to give an intel, right? This is what happens when you wake up, when you're awoke. They know you can see. They know you can see, right? They know you're awake. They know you're different. They know you have the light. They know it. I'm not bragging or boasting. But they know you have the light. So knowing that you have the light, there's a few things they're going to do. They're going to either receive the light, or they're going to be demons, which most of them, they're demons. Right? They're going to try to come around the light. Because I'm telling you, I had all sorts today. I had all types of warlocks and witches surrounding me. And you know why they do that? To try and drain your energy. That's all. Because demons don't have a source. And that's where trafficking comes into play. Because they need light, they need to feed. Remember, we're dealing with demons, they need to feed on energy. What does the devil require? The devil requires sacrifices. That's what he requires within his kingdom. But you can't sacrifice. If you sacrifice all the lambs, you wouldn't have no lambs left. Right? So, bro, this thing is serious. I want to expose. I'm going to continue to expose this trafficking program. You see these cars outside buildings. You see people standing outside buildings. They're trying to cover up what's going on. There's a massive traffic enterprise going on. Not just children, grown men, women. It happens to all people. Right? They try to get you in a vulnerable situation. Right? Where it seems that nobody's looking out for you. But you can't do that to the elect. Because they have Yahweh Shai. Right? Fuck out of here with that stuff. Right? Oh, we need some organs. Well, fucking eat right then. Just eat right and look after yourself. Then you wouldn't need to do that. And that's all against the scriptures. Trafficking is against the scriptures. Right? Blood donors is against the scriptures. People are demonic. right? People are demonic, right? And that's why you got to get wise in this truth. But let's continue. Delusion of mind. So a lot of these people, they're delusional, right? And they want you to believe them delusions. Now, all you did from the time I was teaching, all you went and did was you ran out, you rang up this person, that person, and told that person, you stay here, divert the traffic from somewhere else. We're going to take the long route this time. Make sure you stop at every bus stop, every single bus stop, every stop. Make sure you stop there. Get everybody on there. Get your witches, get your warlocks. Bring the children also that you're trafficking. Bring all these people. Bring all of them. And have some of them talk, have some of them do directed conversation. Bro, that's all set up because you're so powerful. Now, if you weren't powerful, none of that would be done. But this is what happens when you see. Your eyes are open spiritually. They're still asleep. That's why they do dumb stuff. And I wouldn't say they're forced to do it. Nobody can force you to do that. It's what people accept to do. Whether they've made a covenant or not, it's what they've accepted to do. Right? Okay. And that's why I knew when I left it was going to be a long journey. Long journey. That's why, yeah, some people tell me, you know what, you're better off just getting a car. Just get a car. Don't even take their public transport, because anytime you take their public transport, they're going to try to slow it down for you. Slow it down a few paces. Bro, they want your attention. They're thirsty. Even some of these niggas, they're thirsty. And you got something called cock blockers as well. Right? Trying to cock blockers, you teach him, someone gets enlightened, and you got people sent your way. But you know what's so, we're going to get into it. Bro, this truth is something else. The last month, you know how many people have asked for my number? Please, I want your number, I want to talk. But you can't trust everybody just because they want your number. Because they know you have it. But they don't want to tell you that. Some of them are telling you that. You got to realize the power that you have, that Yahweh has given you. I'm not going to look at myself as a nobody. You still remain humble, but no. Bro, I have great power. And with great power comes great responsibility, just like it says in Spider-Man. Great responsibility. Right? But I'm not out here flaunting it, because a lot of people want to see miracles, right? But Yahweh never done miracles in his hometown. Because that same hometown, they were talking shit. Oh yeah, we know him. He's done this, he's done that. But what have you done? Have you even repented? Have you? So it says, Baba Kasha, delusion of mind. Alright? And we're going to go to that as well later on, that scripture to bring that out. Illusion is a distortion of the senses. You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to distort your senses. They're trying to distort your senses. I thought these people live by principles. And another way of doing it is called gaslighting, right? Gaslighting is a method to... It's used so you can try to doubt yourself. Say if I open a door and that door's now shut. Say if I open a window, that window's just shut. I open it again, it just shuts again. That's a form of gaslighting, right? It's gaslighting. Say if that car's just parked there, that car just moved it, parked there again, moved, parked there. It's a form of gaslighting to try and get you to question your reality. This is why they do musical cars as well, because your perception is so high. You see through it. Right? And that's what? Illusion is a distortion of the senses. They're trying to distort your senses so you can question your own reality, which is, I want to say this as well, please don't doubt yourself. Everything we're reading in these scriptures, this is the truth, by the way. This is the 100% truth and nothing but the truth. So don't doubt your reality at all. Now, because they're doubtful, they're unsure, they don't have nothing that they're firm to, even if it's another religion, they don't really even stay firm to that. That's why they see you and you're very confident and you know what you believe in. You don't just speak it, you walk it, you talk it, all of that. So you just got envious spirits out here. That one's, nah, he thinks he's better than us. Well, no, I don't. But Yahushua does make his elect better than the rest of the people. Hopeful elect. Right? Which can reveal how the mind normally organizes or interprets sensory stimulation. Bro, there's so many tactics they use. The stimulation is also done by traffic vehicles as well, right? That's one of the major ones, vehicles, right? I'll just drive the vehicles past. Make sure they speed, right? Then slow it down. When he next walks past, slow it down so we can it's stimulation, right? Stimulation. A stimuli is short for what? Stimuli, something that arouses the mind or spirit, right? Okay, messes with your neurons, so they're trying to shake your mind. In a psychological sense, something that gives rise to a reaction. So these things are done. The stimuli is to create a reaction within your mind, your neuron, right? That's why there's such thing called neuro-linguistic programming. Neuro-linguistic programming, right? Okay. And it says, check this out. And this is a military meaning in Latin, pointed stick, concealed in ground. Repel attackers, stimuli to action or pleasure. So these methods could be used, stimuli could be used in war, right? To frighten the enemy or to reactivate the senses or to put you in a full sense of fear or to react. That's why stimuli is used, right? But that's why you got to remain calm within this truth and see what's going on. And not everybody can understand it. Even certain men in the truth can't get to that point of level. But if you do, that's a blessing. The Lord Yahushua is going to look after us. Right? I can assure you that, bro, he's got his elects. They're fine. Right? And this all goes back to psychology, by the way. It's all psychology. All of it. So there's some high psychology tactics being used. Right? So back to the word illusions, how the mind normally organizes, interprets sensory stimulation. So that's also what's being used in some of us, sensory stimulation, right? And some of us see in what wavelengths, right? They even do that. Sensory stimulation, right? Because what's the first thing? Where do we get our senses from? Your eyes, right? Your eyes perceive and the mind processes. Your eyes perceive and the mind processes. So this is why they do what they do, because whatever your eyes see, your mind processes that. Okay? Color coding, all of that stuff they're doing. The occultism is hidden knowledge. That's what the occultism deals with. Is hidden knowledge. Right? So they're dealing with hidden, yeah, they have knowledge, but it's, see how they're using it for wickedness. They're using it for wickedness. Right? And all these tactics they're doing, they want you to just turn a blind eye to it. Oh no, you didn't see that. No, I did see that. I did see what you just done. That's what the occultism is. Right? It's knowledge, but it's knowledge on the left-hand side. An illusionist uses what instruments, magic, from Makan device. Right? And so forth. Let me see. Did I write down this word occult? I'm sure I wrote it down. Bear me just a minute. Oh, here it is. Occult. Check this out. Occult means hidden. Right? Hidden from, what's it? Occultus. Occultus from Latin, occultus. So it's hidden knowledge. They have certain hidden knowledge. How to, but it's in wickedness. They use it to manipulate people. That's how they use it. And that's what they've been trying with me, but that hasn't quite been working. Because when you're spiritually minded, that stuff don't work. So now they need to change your environment. Now they need to hire people and give people red and black and white cars. And have them wear black, white and red, which represents masonry, by the way. That's what they need to do, because you're so powerful. Your perception is so powerful. It's not really about you, it's about Yahushua. Yahushua has given us the eye salve to see. Right? Because they use the eye salve. An owl has eye salve, right? It can see through the dark. And also, yes, Masons use that symbol, an owl. Because owls can see through the dark, and it represents what? Seeing through the dark. Right? They can see things that others can't see. Bro, see, everything the devil does, he turns it upside down. Right? And it says, and the bird, the owl, that's the heaviest level of learning, the owl. Right? You have parrots, you have mockingbirds that just mimic. the owl is the highest level of intelligence, right? According to a bird, right? So the occultists, practice of occult sciences and codes, So do they have knowledge of sciences? Yes, yes, but you're supposed to use that for the right means. You're not supposed to use it for evil. You're not supposed to use that for MK Ultra. You're not supposed to use it to brainwash people and crack their brains. You're not supposed to be using it for that. You're supposed to use it to better you and others around you, right? And this is the principles they talk about. So what is gaslighting? Is that a righteous principle? That's called deception, you idiot. Talk about principles, right? You lying to someone. Is that the scripture says you thou shalt not lie? You can't even tell the truth. I have to bring this out because you got people it's just principles. No, just tell the truth. Be honest. And it says influences from the art of judging stars and human affairs. So guess what as well? Human affairs, right, are also dealt with as well. Through the occult. The occult, bro, do you know what the occult is? The occult is it's all around you. Even where I'm standing right now. Bro, even the way the ground is done. Right? It's all occultism. In your TV, on your phone, you got some dishes, even on your dish, the patterns, your TV, your screen, it's everywhere. Even the way your table, your house, that's occultism, the way your house is done. Triangular. It's all occult, but it's all occultism. Right? And then you wake up and you see that. It's like, oh my gosh. Wow. Right? It's the sciences of certain stuff of knowledge, but they use it for wickedness. Because even the human affairs, so even today I told you about certain things that happen. Even when I was traveling, bro, this was always happening in my life. It was always happening. From the moment you were born, you just never saw it. You never saw it. Right? People were being placed in certain places around you. Bro, you may think, no, that's what was from when you were born, from when you were growing up. That's what was happening. People were set up around you, right? Different times. You were supposed to see it, but you wasn't supposed to clock on. But the devil knew you were going to wake up one point at a time, right? It's all based on time because they guide human affairs. Who guides human affairs? Witches, right? The witches are the ones that guide human affairs. So you know when you're getting on a bus or traveling, wherever you're going, there's occultist practices happening with traffic. And even if you were to look, say if you were in a plane, from a sky view, you would be able to see the occultism from a high level. Even the way the traffic is done. Bro, it's all designed by witches. Right? Even a lot of the way the buildings, the architecture, a lot of these people were witches as well. Okay? For real. Okay? It's designed that way where you get to a particular place, they want you to see a particular thing, right? So you act on that particular thing you saw. And they present that to you as your reality. But guess what? Even if someone does do that, but guess who controls man? Woman. Go to Isaiah 45, Baba Kashar. Bro, it was always happening, but you just never saw it. You just never saw it. Okay. Isaiah 45. And the difference is you can see it, but others can't, because it's happening to other people as well, but they can't see it. Isaiah 45. Right? And 7. I form the light. I create darkness. I make peace. I create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh shall do all these things. He does those things. So, you may have a cultist that say, yeah, what power? We can manipulate this and then. No, it's the Lord that really is Satan controlling you. But who does Satan have the answer to? Yahweh by Shem, Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father, the Father of spirits. So, most of the occultists, they're in a trick bag. Because they think they're doing it themselves. And that must give them a very inflated ego. Yeah, we can manipulate this. They think time is on their side. Let's just slow down time, right? You do know when it says traffic delayed, or what else? Or the time straight. Who do you think controls the time patterns when it comes to traveling? All right, this is gonna arrive at this time. That, bro, there's witches behind that, all behind that. Your appointment is free. Your appointment is at 3:30. There's witches behind that. We're gonna book your appointment at 3:30. Why 3:30? Why do schools end at 3 o'clock? Why is news time at 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock news. It's all occultism. When you gonna wake up? Oh, you gotta set the alarm for 6 o'clock. 6:30. Occultism. That's why you gotta be able to see beyond the veil, man. Okay, and I'm thinking of watching that movie They Live again. I may watch it again later on, because that's just one of my favorites. Right? This is what this system is based upon. Right? That's what it's based upon. They need, in other words, they need you to be at a particular place at a particular time so you can see a particular thing. Right? Oh man, maybe just a minute. Alright, I know this is gonna be too deep for some of you, but I'm just giving you this knowledge, that's all. Okay? And that was always happening before you even noticed it. But you were just in darkness, so you never noticed it. Okay, but it was always there. These things were always happening. Alright? Oh, what else is there? What else is there? And sensory stimulation. So there's different forms. We already went into what that stimulation is. Right? And this all goes back to Tavistock, by the way. You know what? I'm going to have to shut off soon because battery, 10%. We're going to have to shut off soon. Because even when you go back to Tavistock Agenta, they had all different psychologists that would study the mind and how the mind works and operates and so forth. And they were really trying on some of the most intelligent people, by the way. But it was limitations to them. Right? And it says, how can a mind normally organize and interpret situations? Conjurer, magic art, actor, performer. So this is what an illusionist is. They're a conjurer. So what are they conjuring? What are they conjuring? Spirits. This is what they don't want you to know. Ephesians 6:11. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities in high places. So what are they conjuring? They're conjuring spirits, right? Magic, art, right? Actor, performer. So what are they doing when you step outside? They're told to put on an act. Please smile when he walks past. Please just give him a smile. Give him a smile. Give him a laugh. Right? You know? You stand there. You stand over there. You quickly run there. Quickly call this guy. Act like you're on your phone. Get on your phone. Look at him. Make sure he sees you while you're looking at him. Cross his path. Bro, it's an actor. It's performance. Right? Deceiver, deluder, so they're deluded as well. From scenic, stage, drama, theatrical. Excuse me, theatrical. From skiniacus. So it's drama, bro. It's theatrics. It's not real. It's not real. Now they're hoping that you will buy into it, because once you buy into it, bro, they got your mind now. Then that's how you're hypnotized. That's how you're in a trance. If you fall for that rubbish. But if you see it and say, yep, I can see what they're doing again, then you can't be fooled. And in order to be hypnotized, you got to relax your mind and be in a calm state and accept it. You don't have to accept hypnotism, but there's people that accept it. All right? Now we shut off on this Baba Kishar. All right? I'm just saying, I just think you're wasting your money. I think when you do it, man, that's how you know. Well, you must be. If the kingdom of darkness is spending that much money on you, you must be of some substance, right? That's a lot of funding that right there to stop traffic. Bro, that takes money to stop traffic, and traffic is money, by the way, right? To get these people come out of their houses as soon as you turn up, right, bro? I'm just a regular. Well, you know, some of us may be prophets, but I just see myself as a regular man, just teaching the Bible that just needs mercy, just like anybody else. Giving me all this attention for, huh? And you know why? You want to know what's behind of it? You want to know what's behind it? Because you have not sold out. Because you have not sold out. Right? That's why, bro. Why are they after you? It's nothing you've done. You know, that's deceit as well. They want to convince you, oh, you've done something wrong. You've done something bad. Right? No, it's not because of that. Guess what it is? Guess what it is? You did not sell out. You did not sell out. That's what it is. Most people around you sold out. Even certain men that were teaching the truth, they sold out. You did not sell out. And people are still looking at you like, how did you do it? Because most people don't make it out. Well, I'm living proof. I'm living proof you don't need to sell out. And you could say, no, is your life going to be more? Oh, definitely. Definitely. Your life is going to be more hard. But at least you're on the side of Yahweh Shai. Think of it that way. Yeah. Some people are going to treat you bad. Well, that's because they remember they're told to do that. They've been told to do that, treat you that way. Until you switch over to the other side. But even a lot of people know that you're not recruitable. The devil knows if you're recruitable or not. Some people just know you're not recruitable. That's enough to get you targeted. That's enough to get you targeted. Right? You understand what I'm saying? I'm speaking in code now. I'm speaking in code to you Masons. If you're recruitable, well, that's fine. Right? But if you're not recruitable, then you're going to have to fully put your trust in Yahweh Shai and really just, have faith. Okay? It's not you, bro. I keep saying it's nothing you've done wrong. It's nothing you've done wrong. It's what you did not do, right? And I'm speaking in code. What you didn't do, you didn't bow down to the chief commander, of this world, this current world. That's what you did not do. That's what you done in their eyes. That's what you done wrong. And the scripture says, woe to those that call evil good and good evil. So you not bowing down to the chief commander of this world, they see that as evil. Bro, they get mad. I get it all the time. In slamming the doors. Bro. Yeah. He knows what I'm saying is right. He knows what I'm saying is right. Because they know. They know about the principles of Mason. I see it's part of the game. Right? It's the game of life. You play the game, then you get looked after, man. If you play that game, you get looked after. Now, if you don't play that game, then you're gonna have a hard time in society because, again, well, how are you gonna have connections? You need connections, right? You need to know people. It's gonna be harder because most people, they're juiced in. You need some type of form of network, right? Well, how can you network if you're not really juiced in? How are you going to be able to network if you're not juiced in? You see? So this is why a lot of people get involved in it. But I'm not saying you can't. No, you could still be successful. You could still, because the disciples, they were successful. I don't want to say that. I don't like using that word successful because successful means to succeed. And these people, they need to succeed. Physically, they need to succeed to make it. Right? They need to bend over. Right? To make it. Well, I'm not doing that. I'm not compromising my integrity to make it. Right? So because you didn't, the reason why these things are happening, the reason I believe in this is happening to me, because I didn't bow down to the chief commander of this world. That's why. That's why. So when you hear the slamming of doors, the shouting, and what you just heard a second ago, the ha, 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 ha. Yeah, bro, what's that? It's basically the devil ridiculing you. Yeah, drain us. You drain us, then you'll be fine. Right? If you don't drain us, well, you know what we're going to do to you? We're going to put extra hell on you. Right? Even torture methods as well. That's Satan doing that to you. Right? You go against the grain. That's what it means to go against the grain. To go against the grain, this is what it really means. So you go into a store, you get treated a certain way. Because you're going against a flipping grain. What do you think they're going to say? Hello, how you doing? No, they're going to be, some of them are going to be nice, but bro, you're going against the grain. Do you understand what that means? And this is how I can tell who's really going against the grain and who ain't. Because I'm going against the grain. And that's serious, because that can get you killed. Not many people have done that. And the people that have tried, they're no longer here. Many have tried it. Look what happened to Kennedy when he tried it. His head got blown off. His head got blown off by the Rosicrucians. You had that woman standing in red. This ain't no flipping joke. This is serious business. And I do understand why people, it's hard. That's why the scripture says the narrow is straight, the gate is straight, narrow is the way that leadeth to light. I understand why people do take the broad path, because there's certain dangers. But bro, you can die anyhow. Many ways you can die, right? But I do see why people take that broad path, because they don't want no trouble. They want an easy life, right? They don't want to be targeted. When you stand for your Habashai, bro, you're going to be targeted. Point blank, period. Until, well, you want the targeting to go away. You want it to go away. You have to drain the other side. But even if you do, it's still not going to work, because you're not one of them. You're not one of them. So it still won't work. You're going to be seen as a traitor, because you were once on the kingdom of darkness. So they see you as a flipping traitor. They don't want you on their side. No way. That's what I understand the principles in that type of terms. Once you leave darkness, you can't return back to it. Right? So even if you were to cross over on their side, no, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same. Right? And a lot of people really get involved in that when they're younger. Yeah, when they're really younger, and they're the ones that may turn out being millionaires, billionaires when they're younger. But you get to a certain age, it ain't really what you think it is. Right? You got to give that thing over. Right? You got to work that thing over. Right? You got to work it over to the chief commander. And then in turn, he blesses you. Come on. I know how this thing works. I know. But I'd rather give myself over to Yahweh Shai and suffer for righteousness' sake. And if that means I have to be followed wherever I go, wherever I travel, then so be it. At least I know I'm doing the right thing for Yahweh Shai. We're going to shut off soon. All right? Oh, guess what? And guess what? I'm definitely not useless. Bro, you don't spend that much funds on people that are useless. Bro, this is like federal levels. This is like federal level surveillance, someone. The federal level. That's the highest level. You know, you got different levels of surveillance. Federal level is that's the highest level. The highest level. Right? You got the MK Ultra. They're trying to use all that on me. MK Ultra, bro, they've hired the top scientists to study me. Bro, you've hired the top scientists to study me. Oh my gosh. That means I must have one hell of a mind. Let's go to Thessalonians. We go shut off soon. Let's go to 1 Thessalonians 2, because the battery's running out. And 9, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan, and with all power, signs, and lying wonders. So I used to read this, and there was just one little bit I used to get out of it. About Satan does signs, lying wonders. So what about the people that are part of the lodges that are being hypnotized? They're working them signs as well. Oh, how does this person know this? How do they know that? Because they're Masons. And Masons have familiar spirits, right? Right? Can you hear that in the background? Can you hear that in the background? I go, boom, 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 boom. Maybe that's that enchantment. That's that enchantment. That doesn't fool me. Maybe. And it says even him who's coming is after the working of Satan. So yeah, they're able to know certain things and do certain things, right? Because they've been hypnotized. Remember, you got to give that thing over. But what's that thing? That soul, bro. Keep your essence. Please keep your essence, man. Do not sell out. Do not sell out. Right? Keep your soul. of Satan with all power and signs and light. And you know another reason why they're surrounding you? Because they're saying, well, they're surrounding you because they're saying, well, how long is he going to go through this? You ain't got tired yet. You're not beaten down enough yet. Oh, let us beat you down some more, spiritually speaking. Let us beat you down some more. Or you're still not going to cross over? You're still not, it's easy. If you want your targeting to stop, you have to join their side. You have to be recruited. Right? Why do you think they have handlers? Because what's another word for agency? It's called recruitment agency. Recruitment agency. So, bro, there's so much levels to this. Right? Recruiting you to Satan. Right? And you do this for that. You do that for this. But you have to step over people to get promoted, and that's what I don't like. And with all power and signs and lying wonders, right? So that's them lying wonders that are and power and signs, right? Certain psychic abilities, because they have familiar spirits, that's why. That's how they're able to know certain stuff. And certain technology that's just passed around. There's certain secrets and things that are passed around just to them, just to the initiated, and hidden from the rest. That's how they're able to know certain things and say, ha, 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 ha. That's how they're able to do that. Just like we have secrets on the right-hand side. Okay? But the reason why they have secrets is to keep each other in order. This what I'm going to tell you this. Their secrets is dirt. So Masons, guess what Masons do? They gather dirt on each other. So if any of them get out of line, they pull out that portfolio. That's what they do. That's Masonry. Right? So they need something to hang over your head, just in case you get out of line. Right? And that's how it works. That's the secrets they keep. That's why they have to do the laughing and the smiling. You ever seen them album covers? You seen the album covers or a poster or a newspaper? Why is everyone smiling? Why is everyone laughing? Because they all have secrets. It's that that's that illusion. That's that magic. It's to give you that illusion. I know something about you that that you nobody else knows. No, they don't. It's a game, right? It's a game, right? So we're gonna shut off. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not love of the truth, and that they might be saved. For this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion. So, yes, they've been given to strong delusion. What's another word for delusion? Is hypnotism, right? They've been hypnotized by Satan, right? They've worked that thing over for Satan, and now they're hypnotized. And that's why when they get to a certain age, they have something called dementia. Well, you wonder why you have dementia, because you believed in lies all this time. So, of course, you will have dementia, right? And it says, and they that should believe a lie. I don't want to believe a lie. I want to know the truth. That's what I want to know, because I'm a man of truth. And as a man, you should want to know the truth. And as a woman. Okay, you shouldn't want to know lies, because lies is what? Lies is what? It's falsehoods, right? But that's why they tell you, if you don't tell, I won't tell. But if you don't tell, I understand all the logos. If really, I could play that game. But I don't want to play that game. Right? I won't tell if you won't tell. Right? Act like you don't know. Right? Just keep your mouth shut. Don't say that. No, we can't say that. Well, I want him to work for me. Well, is he a Mason? So, bro, what does that matter? We're going to shut off. What does that matter if he's a Mason or not? Shouldn't matter, should it? Okay? Doesn't really matter. Okay? And yeah, I get a lot of women, they get angry. Some of the women get angry as well. They would get really pissed off. Right? And why don't you just play the... they get angry, they twist their eyelids, they look at you a certain way. And you're like, why are you treating me like that? Because you won't play the game. So they just want you to play along. And if you play along, then things will be slightly more easier. But if you're really of the light and you really belong to Yahweh Shai, even the spiritual realm knows that, even the devil knows that. So you will never really belong to that side anyway. That's why you get treated the way you're getting treated. Don't take it personally. It's just strictly business. So with this, I hope this was edifying. And until the next time, Shalom.